All right, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I hope everybody is having an excellent day today. Happy Thursday to you. It's a big day. Um, it's the day that Purdue beats IU in basketball. We celebrate it annually. Um, it's been 1,902 days since IU has beaten Purdue in basketball. So there's been 1,901 days of celebration. So that's exciting. If you don't know what I'm talking about, that's okay. I'll stop speaking gibberish. Um, Today, we're going to do a couple different things, but we're going to start off with what I would like to call an activity. Um, Said activity is to help those who are struggling with the sourcing of documents. Okay. So I will do a little bit of contextualization practice myself where I put this in context for you. Here's how it's going to work. I'm going to put this document up. This is a document from chapter 27, which you were just reading. And we talked about the last 2 days. What I want you to do is source this document from one of the letters of the soapstone. Okay. I'm going to say it again because I've got people joining randomly here. I'll type it in the chat box. Okay. You're going to source the document using one letter from the acronym soapstone. Okay. So why I'm showing you this is, or why I want to do this exercise is I want people to see that there are multiple different ways to adequately or correctly source a document. Okay. Um, Thank you to everybody who's got the videos on. Awesome. I see Kenna has her hand on her face. It's typically a tall tale sign that you want to go to sleep. I usually tell people that in class too. Yeah. Okay, so when you do it, you're gonna send me a private chat. Send me a private chat. I'm gonna put the directions in here with the letter and why. Okay. All right. And last class period. Apologize if I kicked you out of the Zoom. It's because last class period went over by a lot, like 5 minutes or more. So yes. Okay, without further ado, let's get our share on and let me find that document. There it is. All right, have at it. Take about 2-3 minutes to do this, please. I'm going to take attendance. When you are done, post it in a private chat to me, please. All right, so if you are confused, let's see what we got for this class. So we have purpose, inform the public of the new regulations of the civil service examination, and that education is for everyone. Good. So you could say the source of this document and or the purpose of this document is to inform everybody that they are now allowed to get education, not just the rich or Muslims, but all people. Good. So we have audience. This is written in order to sound good and please subjects, and to give them freedom. And it's biased because it's likely sugar coated. That's good observation as well. We have the speaker. He's the autocratic ruler, so he can say whatever he wants. Good. Speaker, part of the nationalist movement. I got from Owen, audience for no reason there. If you could provide some reason, Owen, that'd be nice. So the subject of it is that everybody, the government's going to take over education. Okay, from Gabe, I got purpose with no reason. Jonah Knoll, very well said. The purpose of the source is to inform the citizens about the introduction of education for everyone. That is a very concise, well-written statement. Good job, sir. Bias from Carson about the way it's written. Good. Speaker. Okay, coming from upper class perspective, who doesn't truly understand the lower classes, that could work as well. All right, so we're trying to work through this as a group. I'm surprised nobody put occasion and then went with the fact that Westernization is being forced upon the Ottoman Empire, or that other great empires like the Qing dynasty is also falling to pressure from European powers, or some type of something about the Industrial Revolution, how the Ottoman Empire was falling behind. So this is why the Sultan would write this. Okay, so that's how I probably would have gone in that direction. I just wanted to tell people that it's not always going to neatly fit into one of those boxes of soapstone, but you can use that as a reference frame to really source almost anything. Okay. So hopefully that helped a little bit. That's where people seem to have been struggling in the feedback that I have received. We're going to move on now to another exercise. So I'm going to do a different share here. Going to move some people around. And going to pop back to Canvas just to show you where this is in case you want to put it on your screen. All right, so go to modules, and then you're going to go to our current module, which is week number 2 and 3, chapters 27 and 28. All right, so you're going to click on Whap DBQ color coding activity. You can either put this on your screen, you know it's on there, or you can just look at mine because I'm going to have it very large where you can read it, where it looks like this. Okay, so I'm going to give everybody a minute or so to get out their DBQ that I said. Make sure it's in edible format, editable, not edible like you eat it, but editable so you can edit it. Go ahead and get that out, and we're going to be doing the following exercise. So find that on your computer. Let me give you a minute. All right, so here's how this is going to work. If this is all said and done, and you wrote this essay like a math equation, once you put in all of these underlines and colors, you shouldn't have a single sentence that is not colored. Okay, so every single thing on your document should be colored if this is done right. If it's not done right, it's okay. This is called a rough draft. The next one I'm going to be grading, okay, for good. So we're approaching that time where after this, in a week from today or yesterday, we should have gold. Right now, you might have bronze or copper or tin, or you might have trash. I don't know. You might have ore, but we're going to get to the gold here soon. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. Where you see contextualization in your essay, hopefully it starts with the first paragraph of your first sentence of your first paragraph. You're going to make those words red. I put mark in red, but you're just going to make them red like I did on my screen. Okay. Go ahead and do that now, please. Okay. Find your sentences of contextualization, mark them red. All right, once you've done that, find your thesis statement, whether it's one sentence or two sentences, and underline it. Once you have underlined your thesis statement, then find your topic sentences of each of your body paragraphs, paragraphs 2, 3, and 4. And if you've done it correctly, your topic sentence should relate to your thesis statement, so it should be underlined also. Okay, and then in that same token, at the end of your essay, if you restated your thesis like I had talked about, go ahead and underline that as well. So in our activity here, we're doing 2, 3, and 4 are all underlines because they all relate to the thesis, hopefully. That shows the writer or the reader that your roadmap is in the right direction. Okay, we've got to that point then. Each time that you cited a document, using a document as evidence. Hopefully it's document 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It might be just documents 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. At least 6, hopefully, if not all 7. You're going to mark them in green. So mark the entire sentence and the doc number 4 in green. Okay, so now you need to go through your 3 body paragraphs, paragraphs 2, 3, and 4, and mark in green wherever you put evidence from the documents, whether it's a citation or whether it's just a reference, a paraphrase. Okay, once you've done that, then in those same body paragraphs, wherever you feel like you did your sourcing. So you might have tried 6 or 7 times, like I asked. Maybe you were only able to do it 4 times. Mark that in orange. So mark your sourcing sentences in orange. All right, then in those same body paragraphs, your extra evidence, that's where you want to mark it in blue. Okay. So that extra evidence should be probably in the middle of those body paragraphs or at the end. That sentence, you want to highlight it and turn it to blue writing. So your body paragraph should look like an underline, a green, then a orange, then maybe a blue, and then another green, and then another orange. Maybe not in that exact order. Last but not least, then the synthesis, that's comparison. See, so you're comparing it to something else. You're seeing how it changes over time or stayed the same over time periods, or how cause and effect. You're going to mark that in purple. That should be in the 5th paragraph and probably right above your underlined restate of your thesis. Okay, go ahead and do that in purple. Now, I understand it's probably going to take people a minute or 2 to do this. If you could, please, when you're done, just send a "I'm done" in the chat, or "done" or something to that extent, so I know we can move forward, please. Okay, excellent. I got a couple people that are done. Let me wait till about 10, 7 more, so 10 total. To be completely honest, also, that if you're like, man, I have no clue where this stuff is, it's probably not there. And that's where you got to take your tin and turn it into gold. Magic sorcerer or something. Whew. All right. Next order of business then. I know some people are still working, but I'm gonna stop the share and I'm gonna flip it over to not that. I'm gonna take the screen then back over to the canvas. If I can find it. What in the world? Okay, there we go. All right, so last thing we're gonna do today, we've got 23 minutes, I think. Yeah. Okay. Last thing we're gonna do then is you'll see on the module where it says 114 DBQ pure grade. I'm gonna open that, and I know you know how to read, but I'm just going to go through this with you because it can be confusing. I was at school till like 10 last night, and I reread it to myself 3 times, and it sounded right, but it could be confusing. So here we go. Share your DBQ essay with your assigned partner. So I'm going to put you with a partner in a breakout room. Use the sheet below to grade your peer's DBQ essay out of 7 points. Remember, no half points. A couple of you gave half points. There's no 2.5 out of 7 or 4.5 out of 7. It's all or nothing. Share the grading sheet with your partner after you are done. Use this to complete the final draft of your DBQ essay due a week from yesterday, Wednesday, January 20th. You will need to turn in your grading sheet, which is done by your partner, when you turn in your final essay. Incomplete, sloppy, or inaccurate peer grading will result in a grade reduction of your final DBQ grade, the person who graded the DBQ. So this, for example, if Kenna were grading Carson's DBQ and Kenna said it was a 7 out of 7 and Carson got all giddy and turned in the same essay, and Mr. Brunette finds that it's a 2 out of 7 and that's not even color coded correctly, he's going to probably throw a stick at a wall or something, or a stapler at a small child, and then he's going to be upset with Kenna for not grading appropriately. Okay. Now, this is called teamwork. This is how we move forward, and everyone learns how to write a DBQ. Okay, so I'm gonna randomly pair you up. Remember, if you don't finish by the end of the period, that's perfectly fine. About half did last period, half did not. If that's okay, I want it done by 5 p.m. today, where you share your grading sheet with your partner. Okay. So if you're not able to finish in 20 minutes, which is fine, then after school, spend whatever time you need to, and then devise a plan with your partner to make sure you're able to share your editing sheet so they can use that to go back and redo the essay. Okay. And folks, be honest with each other, as it's a way to help. It's not going to hinder performance here. So no anxiety. And yeah. All right. So does anyone have a question? Ready to do this in pairs? Let's I'm hoping that when you send me these things back and I get to see them, that they're all like colored perfectly, and I'm looking forward to that moment. So all right, then no more. We're gonna stop the share. Remember, you're not turning these in until next Wednesday, and that you'll turn in the grade sheet as well. So everyone will need to have that attached. All right, here's where the fun begins. I'm going to create these and then make sure that I like them. Did somebody seriously bounce on me? That's crazy. 1 second. I'm almost ready. Okay, go to your rooms, please. Even if your essay is not gold, it's okay. Go to your rooms and exchange your essays, and then exchange your, and then figure out how you're going to do your grading sheets. Okay. Hello, Nakai.
Hello.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm okay. Hey, I'm just trying to figure out where you're at with this DBQ essay.
I turned it in.